Good afternoon. I'm Steve Pritzker. I'm chairman of Illinois Soybean Association and a proud farmer just an hour west of here in King County, Illinois. I'm very excited to be here today as part of this ceremony with the governor and the senator and many others from Taiwan. We are the #1 producer of soybeans in the country. 60% of the soybeans in Illinois are exported. Taiwan is one of our major customers. I'm very thankful and proud to be here today. I'm going to turn it now over to Mark Wilson of Illinois Corn.
Thank you. My name is Mark Wilson. I represent the Illinois Corn Marketing Board. I'm the past chair. And I also want to thank everyone for this occasion. Relationships that are built on these type of things go on future, and we can continue to build on this. And our corn, our DDGs, our ethanol, these products we continue to send so they can help their population in Taiwan. So I'll introduce Senator Duckworth.
Well, I am just so pleased to be here. I just want to say this about our soybean crop. It's not only do we produce the most soybean in the country, we produce the highest quality soybean in the country. And our corn and growers, in fact, we're harvesting right now, so this could not be a better time for the ceremony than right now, just as a working factor in the field, harvesting the crops that's going to feed this country, fuel this country, establish relationships with friends around the world, especially with Taiwan, in a part of the world where we are seeing threats around near-peer competitors, and America's presence, this agreement between the United States and Taiwan is not only about food and livestock, but it is also about our national security. So I'm so proud to be here because this is a real sign of friendship between Taiwan and the United States, and I want to thank the governor for including me in this ceremony because this is a momentous occasion. Thank you. And Governor Pritzker, our great governor.
Thank you to Senator Duckworth for that kind introduction. And let me just say thank you to the senator for all the work that she does to uplift and support Illinoisans and farmers, especially our level in the United States. Before we get to today's announcement, on behalf of the state of Illinois, I want the people of Taiwan to know that the people of our state are with them in spirit as they recover from this week's devastating earthquake. Friends across are thinking of you and holding you close in our hearts. Now, happier news. I am thrilled to be here with Senator Tammy Duckworth, with Chairman Steve Pritzker of the Illinois Soybean Association, Director General Johnson Chiang of the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Chicago, to witness our second multi-billion-dollar agricultural deal between Illinois agricultural associations and Taiwan since 2019. Illinois is honored to have a long-standing trade partnership with Taiwan dating back decades. Since 1978, 13 Taiwan agricultural trade goodwill missions have visited our nation, resulting in the exports of more than 3 billion bushels of corn worth nearly $14 billion and 1.5 billion bushels of soybeans worth upwards of $15 billion. As the top soybean producing state and the second largest producer of corn in the nation, we are proud to be Taiwan's second leading corn trading partner and third leading soybean trading partner in the United States. Our strong agricultural industry has always been the backbone of Illinois. After all, we export more than 360 million bushels of corn, generating billions of dollars, 360 million bushels of whole soybeans annually, and an average of 877 million bushels of corn, generating billions of dollars in annual trade. And we are able to do this because of our world-class soybean and corn producers, because of our fruitful history with Taiwan, our third largest trading partner of agricultural products in total in the world. In 2019, I was proud to seal the deal with Taiwan to export nearly 100 million bushels of soybeans and 200 million bushels of corn, totaling over $2.2 billion between 2020 and 2020. Well, today, growing that trading relationship, and I couldn't be happier to witness the signage of a letter of intent alongside Taiwanese leaders to sell $2 billion of Illinois soybeans and $600 million of Illinois corn over the next 2 years. That's a substantially bigger win for our state's farmers than our last agreement was, and it's a testament to the hard work that our agricultural industry puts in and day out to make us a top global producer of corn and soybeans. I have no doubt that Illinois and Taiwan will continue to enjoy a mutually prosperous friendship for many, many years to come, and I am forever grateful for their partnership. It is additionally a great honor to welcome the Taiwanese dignitaries here with us today. Thank you for joining us in the land of Lincoln to mark this occasion. We're very proud to be your friends. And with that, it is my pleasure to turn it over to General Johnson. Director General.
For your sympathy for Taiwan's recent earthquake. It's really challenging right now in Taiwan, but I think we have a strong resilience. And thank you, Senator. You mentioned about a very close security cooperation between Taiwan and U.S. And 95% of soybean and corn in Taiwan were based on imports. And 50% of those imports coming from one single source, the United States. I think many of them coming here from Illinois. So we're now in good hands. Rain or shine. I think we want to appreciate Illinois for a live partner with over decades. The dedication right here, the ceremony, the hold a strong partner between Illinois. We want to continue this relationship, not on the trade side, but on the technology side. We work at the University of Illinois to very impressive by the technologies applied to agriculture business. I think that's a strength of Illinois. And we are very impressed by the Illinois as the transportation center here. A few months ago, I took delegation down to Carroll. I understand there's going to be construction there. I think it's very strategic with convergence between Mississippi River, Ohio River. It's going to help a lot for agriculture transportation. It's a good news for supply chain congestion nowadays globally. We want to be part of that, so we're going to continue to work together with American farmers here in Illinois to strengthen this relationship. In this regard, I want to introduce Senator Fowler for his support about this. Thank you.
Thank you, Director General Chong. I really appreciate that. And I always want to start my speeches with just saying how thankful I am to represent this great state of Illinois, to represent the 59th District in Illinois State Senate, where I live, and to have this incredible relationship that I've developed with Taiwan and the delegation. And as Deputy Director mentioned, you know, we have so many opportunities to continue transporting our soybeans and our corn across the nation, and especially with the economic development projects, as he had mentioned, in Cairo, the Cairo Port Project, as well as a new project, fairly new, in Old Shawneetown, Illinois. So we're really excited about that and the opportunities that we have to continue to take advantage of our waterways and our railways and our infrastructure to be able to move product throughout the entire nation. And for that, we should all be thankful. We live in a geographical here in Illinois, and we have so much to be thankful for with tourism and everything that we have to offer right here in the state of Illinois. And our economic development projects are going to continue to grow as we work hard to create more opportunity especially for areas of the state of Illinois that don't so desperately need a great shot in the arm. And that's what we're working toward. So Governor Pritzker, thank you so much for your commitment on these projects, especially in my district, which may be a little bit I deserve it to be that way, you know, as the Deputy Director mentioned, the confluence of the great two rivers of the Mississippi and Ohio. And not only that, but there's an incredible investment in all the other ports in the state of Illinois as well. So it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be with my friends. And thank you so much. As you mentioned, you know, you brought your delegation down to Southern Illinois. You toured Southern Illinois. You saw the beauty of Southern Illinois. You saw the potential of Southern Illinois. And we appreciate that so much. So we look forward to that continued relationship. Thank you so much. I always do that. I'm sorry. This time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce my colleague in the General Assembly, Representative Will Davis.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Will Davis. I'm state representative of the 30th District out in the south suburbs of Chicago. I'm pleased and honored to be here with you today to celebrate this historic occasion, but more importantly, as a member of the Taiwan Friendship Caucus House in the House of the Taiwan Friendship Caucus. I'm honored that I've been able to build this relationship with the country of Taiwan for several years. The importance of this kind of effort for someone like me is I'm not in Southern Illinois. I don't have farmers in my district, but when we think about the growth and the surgence of agriculture and the growth of agriculture here in the state of Illinois, students in my district are going to benefit from these opportunities when they have the opportunity to attend schools like the University of Illinois, Southern Illinois University of Carbondale, where I'm an alumni. We have growing agriculture interest in the south suburbs, programs at elementary schools as well as high schools. And hopefully these young people will see the importance of pursuing agriculture as a degree, as a program, as a field of study, not lawyers or businessmen or communication specialists, but what we hope to share with them is that you can be all of those things in the agriculture field. And the relationship that we have with the country of Taiwan, as it grows, as that relationship grows, and as we continue to export more and more goods, and we have companies like ADM in particular here in the state of Illinois, young people in my area, young people that look like me, will be able to see the opportunity for them in the agriculture space, which previously hadn't really been part of their thought process. So this relationship here and the Taiwan Friendship Caucus, where we have the opportunity to continue to promote the growth and the relationship that Illinois has with Taiwan, to support their interest in activities in the Pacific Rim. They are a great country. They want to be friendly. They are a friendly country, and they want to be friends across the entire globe. And so for me to be here today is extremely important. Senator Fowler talked about the capital investments, and Governor, thank you again for your efforts in promoting the 2019 capital bill and all of the great things that are coming out of it. Southern Illinois truly is going to be a beneficiary of that, but so is my district as well, because my students will have those opportunities to learn and to grow from this kind of entire Illinois. So I'm pleased and honored to be here today, and I'd like to bring up to the podium a great friend of mine. He's the director of our Department of Agriculture, but he's a former colleague of mine in the Illinois House, Director Jerry Costello. Yes, Jerry Costello. I was thinking of the other.
Thanks, well, appreciate it, John. Thank you, Will. And now it's my honor to ask of the letter of intent. it's my honor to ask for the commencement of the letter of intent. And I would ask if we could have both letters of intent at the tables, those in the back, if you would stand up, and we could have a couple of pictures, please. And now we will take any questions.
Charlie, I know I didn't get a chance to take your question at the last press conference.
I'll ask on topic first. Illinois farmers.
Well, one right on the chairs that are here for corn and soybeans, but I will tell you that this is a major deal for farmers across the state of Illinois. This is, these are our major crops. This is one of the biggest relationships that we have in the entire world. So just as it was in 2019 when we signed an agreement, this once again is, launching new development of that relationship and an even larger agreement.
Second question, what do you make of Paddock Publications deciding to sever their relationship with LGIS?
I think that they had a challenge that they had to address of the appearance on the one hand, integrity in journalism, and on the other hand, publishing something that is full of lies and personal attacks and even with a tinge of racism. And so I think it was the right move on their part, a smart move on their part. Thank you.
Does that mean you would consider participation in the forum that they're doing with the Associate Press Managing Editors?
Considering that now, yeah.
Governor, why ask for the resignation of State Senators Hastings and Jones before they even have a day before?
Look, integrity in public service is enormously important to me. We need to demonstrate in our state that we're acting appropriately, that we have people following the rules appropriately. When people are accused of very serious misdeeds, and in one case an indictment, it seems very to me to first allow the Senate to make it about how they react, and then for me to comment what I could have.
You're kind of at odds with State Senator Don Harmon. He's asked for the resignation of leadership, but not resignation. Is there a split among you and State Senator Don Harmon?
We obviously have a different reaction to these two circumstances.
Governor, if you could comment on the last few days of the campaign as we approach November, the tone of the campaign, and Are you disappointed with the way things have gone so far? Do you have anything you'd like to see talked about as far as issues go that hasn't been talked about so far?
Well, as you know, I mean, I've been focused on actually accomplishing policy objectives for the last 4 years, and we've got an awful lot of big things done. I would love the opportunity to talk more about not only what we've done over the last 4 years that have lifted up working families, but also what we all intend to do for the next 4 years. That doesn't seem like what Senator Bailey or the lady behind himself with want to talk about.
Last question, just back to the Jones thing. You know, there's some saying that this is obviously just all about politics of the month away from the election, and that you want to disassociate yourself with any type of corruption among the Democratic Party. Can you respond to that?
You're talking about serious allegations through the U.S. Attorney's Office of bribery. That seems to me, with a history like our state has had, and with the desire that we now have to put ourselves on strong ethical footing, that it's completely appropriate to ask people who are now going to be engaged in defending themselves against these charges to step aside while they do so.
What do you think of the violence victims who asked Darren Bailey and Mike Pension Dan Props to take down these television commercials that are using real footage of real violent acts committed against?
I think it's terrible to run a commercial showing the crime against a woman who has said specifically that she would not like that shown on television, would like that taken down. That he never even asked if it would be okay to show that. Think about the trauma and the re-traumatizing of her and many people who something like that. That ad is racially tinged and is also inappropriate. I think we should have a debate about crime, but that is particularly over the top and, as I say, I mean, inappropriate, given that not only she's asked to have it taken down, but also the racial tinge to it is inappropriate for us to show on television. Thank you.